So, aloha everyone. I'm Laurie, and welcome to our self-care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. Today, we will get started and do a check-in to see how we're doing. And we have been on the topic of healthy relationships and building healthier relationships, whether it's for ourselves, within our own relationship with ourselves, or with a loved one, a partner. It could be family member, colleague, or more. However, most of the information will be based on relationships for couples, but it is very applicable for other relationships. So we will also do a meditation in the love, peace, harmony field, and then some next steps. So let's get started to check in to see how you're feeling today and allow yourself to do a quick body scan, noticing your thoughts, your emotions, your bodily symptoms or sensations, and also reflect on your past actions during the week, the past week or so. Just notice if these were on the positive, optimistic, peaceful, happy, kind, loving, or have they been on the other side where you're feeling a bit more irritable or negative, feeling more challenged in pain or discomfort, and noticing some behaviors that are not as helpful or productive or kind? And wherever you are, we don't want to judge, first of all. We want to notice them, but also use this as an opportunity to move in the positive direction, to make ourselves feeling happier and healthier. You can give yourself a number as to where you are today. And again, no judgment, but hopefully at the end of the half hour today, that you will be moving your number in the right direction. So let's get started on today's session. So we've been thinking about relationship tips, and these are based on the book, The Love Prescription, 7 Days to More Intimacy, Connection, and Joy by John Gottman and Julie Schwartz Gottman. And they have done a lot of research. They're very well known in the field. And we've gone through the first 3: make contact, creating love maps, saying thank you. And today's chapter is give a real compliment. So we'll talk about some underlying information about this and then do a meditation around this area. So there was some research that they've looked at and they've done themselves, but there was a study found that couples, who stayed together had a minimum of 5-to-1 negative interaction ratios during conflict. So basically, during conflict, if there's like some tension, couples that stay together do well, at least have a minimum of 5-to-1. Masters at love, they call relationship masters, had a 20 plus positives to 1 negative interaction ratio. That's, generally speaking. And they found that unhappy couples or those headed for divorce showed a very skewed ratio with increased negative interactions, which makes sense, right? But if you really look at the numbers, you'll find out why they are able to have these positives as well. And there was a study comparing unhappy with happy couples. And they found that intentions made no difference. Everyone, or most people, had positive intentions when they're doing something, but it was how it was received. So impact was everything, right? So they did find that happy couples were kinder when they spoke. They treated each other with more gently, without criticism, contempt, or sarcasm. So if you're noticing that, the tone is very important. And there's also a dose response. The kinder they were, the better the outcome. So it really is about, I remember one psychologist being interviewed mentioned if he had a message to, all the listeners. He was on a podcast and he said, make kindness your default. He was also a Zen practitioner, I believe. And so, and his eyes were just sparkling when he smoked. And I thought like, wow, this is what a beautiful soul. And so kindness is key. And as we noticed from last week, we talked about the positive. It's really how you might want to interpret things as well. Masters at relationship are able to see the positives much more. So many times, if you see the first one, that intentions made no difference, because a lot of people have positive intentions, but it's also the way it's received as well. Okay, so that's some food for thought for us. And so today's tip and their recommendation was really to admire, cherish, give a genuine compliment. So we want to choose to see the best parts of our partners first. So it doesn't have to only be partners, right? It could be our colleagues, our friends, our family members, even for ourselves. If we are working on a relationship with ourselves, seeing the best parts of ourselves and being able to change the beliefs, the mindsets, the attitudes, ego and attachments, whether it's ego, like the yin ego, where we don't feel good enough, right? We want to change those subconscious messages to really be able to admire, cherish, and give a compliment to ourselves or our loved ones, the one we are working on improving our relationship with. And we want to actively and regularly note the positive qualities that attracted you to your partner and the positive memories. So if you do have a loved one or you do have a friendship or family member, really keeping our mind, refreshing in our mind, what was it that you liked about them, admired or appreciated, and the positive memories. Many times we override this. Last time, I think in the last session, we talked about the negative sentiment override. People are doing this with a negative sentiment. We really want to do the opposite. We really want to have this positive perspective and highlight the positivity and keep this refreshed in our mind so we don't take it for granted and we don't overlook it. And we want to notice not only the positive things that they do, but who they are fundamentally. So when we really look at a person and working as a psychologist, and of course, I'm not doing this, from a professional perspective, but just drawing on my experience. Many times, we go back when people are working in relationships and they said someone did something. When we look at, and I asked them to look at what type of person they are, when they really look at it and say, oh no, but this is a good person, right? And that can actually override, or they remember that this is not like a person who wants to harm them or wants them to be sad, that some of their actions, right, their interactions may have had, no harmful intentions, but it was received that way, right? So to really help people re-perceive things, because most times people are not trying to do wrong. And in this one, they really said like nobody had negative intentions in their study with partners, but it was perceived. It was the way it was perceived. So we really want to retrain our brains and our hearts to really notice not only the positive things, but really feel the positivity of each person, right? Who they are fundamentally. And we're going to help ourselves, support ourselves with the love, peace, and harmony field. So the love, peace, harmony field, for those of you who are new, we believe that everything has its own vibratory field, and each of our vibrational fields are connected in the quantum field of the collective. And so when we align with the vibrations of love, peace, and harmony, we can not only uplift our lives, but we can support the uplifting of the world. So we can do this in terms of relationships. When we enhance our vibrational field to love, peace, and harmony, and when we are connecting with others, they can feel that general vibration, and it can come out, as we mentioned, in our tone of voice, our kinder tone of voice, in our actions and behaviors as well. It can also help to train our minds to be more positive, to look for more love, peace, and harmony in each interaction with others. Because many times, as we mentioned, most people do not have negative intentions. Okay. I mean, there's exceptions, of course, but many of us have really positive intentions, and have no intention to harm others, but we may misperceive things. I find that that is really true in my work with others, and it's being able to train ourselves to re-perceive, to really see the positive, to see behind what may be on the surface. So let's do our meditation today. And let's first of all get you into a comfortable space. So we're going to connect. This is the Calligraphy of Love, Peace, and Harmony. It is written by Dr. and Master Ji Gang Sha, the founder of the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation. And he has trained in so many different modalities that has really raised his frequency and vibration. And he truly is an unconditional servant. He calls himself a servant, although he has mastered many ancient arts. So connecting to this field really carries this higher positive frequency and vibration of love, peace, and harmony. And I want you to imagine for yourself creating this scene of love, peace, and harmony that makes you feel safe and comfortable, makes your body relax, so you can go into that more rest and restorative mode that we talked about in our stress management series. You can imagine the colors, images, anything that allows you to relax, feel safe, and let your body calm down, ground. You can take a nice natural breath in, imagining the messages and the light of love, peace, and harmony come in down to your lower abdomen. Imagine this ball of light in your lower abdomen, gently rotating. It can go counterclockwise or whichever way that ball wants to go. And imagine that it is building this message of love, peace, and harmony. It's bringing in this messages of kindness for enhanced positive relationships, whether with ourselves or another. So think about who you want to enhance your relationship with. And I want you to reflect on 3 to 5 positive qualities of your partner, whether it's yourself that you're working on or another person. I'm going to just have you connect with the field, feel that love, peace, and harmony. We're training our soul, heart, mind, and body to be in this positive field, which will help us to think more positive. So see, just allow yourself to just relax and receive. What is it about the other person that you are wanting to enhance your relationship with. And hopefully it comes quickly and fast. Yeah. And now I want you to visualize sharing them with that person, that loved one. So if it's your partner, imagine that you're communicating it in a way that they can hear and receive, that you appreciate them. And imagine, so you can imagine that they're in front of you. If you're shy saying it, but now we're just imagine saying it. So you can do it like on a soul level, as we call it. Or you can imagine yourself like writing down on a note or making a comment of appreciation. So find a way that allows you to feel more comfortable communicating this with your partner or with the person you want to enhance the relationship with. And if it is a relationship with yourself, where you are moving away from being like critical, judgmental with yourself, to form a new loving relationship with yourself, imagine that you are looking at in a mirror, sitting in front of yourself, and you're communicating this to yourself. And no matter what the response of the other person is, allow yourself to feel confident that you still are communicating. So some may not be used to, and they might feel like you're being sarcastic or overlook or shy. It's okay. Continue to work through giving that message. And we're also visualizing. So if this is not something common and that you do, especially for your partner that you uh, may sometimes assume that they know, or maybe even taking the other for granted. Allow yourself to get more comfortable speaking sincerely, genuinely, from the heart, with kindness. And it could be in a way that feels more relaxed. Like, oh, wow, that was great. I really appreciate this. I really like when you do this. It doesn't have to seem so formal. And also work through how you might see or visualize how the other person is receiving. But even if they're saying something that um, may feel off-putting, it could just be their, discomfort, or they're not used to receiving these messages. But imagine that their soul is very happy to receive them and appreciates it. So you can still continue on. And you might find their defensiveness or their shyness or their uh, seemingly maybe even pretending they don't hear a bit amusing, right? Or cute in that way. So allow yourself to really work at reperceiving and connecting in a positive way, not giving up, not taking anything personally, but just allowing yourself to stay in that positive field of love, peace, and harmony, feeling confident that you can communicate these positive words of appreciation and giving this genuine compliment to the other person. So we don't fear rejection, just let that go. Our purpose is just to communicate what we appreciate about the person we're thinking of, that we want to enhance the relationship with. If you're doing it with yourself, you may feel a bit shy or silly. Push through that. Push through all of the blockages to allow yourself to kind of feel the sincerity and the genuineness behind the words. And allow the love, peace, and harmony field to come in to release any blockages you might feel. So if, for those of you who have any discomfort, imagine that the field is clearing away the blockages so it feels comfortable, easy, relaxed, and you can feel that relationship between you and the one you are wanting to enhance the relationship with, feeling smoother, easier. And you may also feel the discomfort in your body. So notice if there is any pain or tension or, heaviness or discomfort. And just bring the light of love, peace, and harmony into your being. Love, peace, and harmony. And I do have it playing in the background here. You may not be able to hear it, but let me hold on. So you can just allow yourself to take in the positive messages of the field. And just notice this love, peace, and harmony, harmonizing your relationship, bringing love, peace, and harmony. And if you had some difficulty, this next step, you can imagine yourself observing them in your daily life with them or when you're with them, and just noticing their positive qualities. So if you're doing it for yourself, just notice yourself, right? Many times we just do things without thinking, but hey, we opened that door for someone, or we said yes when someone asked us to help, or you just volunteered to help someone else, or you notice that, hey, you work hard, people like talking with you. So there may be many positive things about yourself that you may be overlooking. So allow yourself to have this kinder, more objective perspective when you're looking at yourself, as you're allowing yourself to tap into this more loving and kind relationship. If it's with a partner, allow yourself being attentive to the details of what they're doing. When they automatically give you something to drink when you didn't ask them, or they make for you a meal or help clean up something or pick up something for you. Allow yourself to notice the positive qualities in your daily life. One of the previous sessions, we are saying to observe, be a topographer, like the surveyor of, creating of the maps, allowing yourself to be curious about your loved one, your partner, right? Or even your own self. And now we're continuing this and really picking up the positives, training ourselves to really notice the positives. Many of us are trained to actually look at the opposite, right? What they're not doing right, what they should be doing more of. Even with ourselves, right? We may be doing a lot of things right, and then we make a mistake, and we're only focused on that mistake, okay? We're retraining our brains, retraining our hearts to notice the positive. Again, allow the field of love, peace, and harmony to come in. Help to bring this love and light to transform any messages that do not serve. Just notice how your body feels. Again, let the love, peace, and harmony field assist you in elevating your positive perspective, your ability to sincerely give compliments to the one you want to enhance your relationship with. Notice how it feels to give a genuine compliment from your heart. And just as you're saying it, we're not even focused on the other person's response right now, but notice your own body's response as you are having that positive intention to share your gratitude, your appreciation, to point out a quality that you admire or cherish, that you genuinely want to share with the other person. Feel your body relaxing. And let's just breathe in love, peace, and harmony into our hearts. Exhale, love, peace, and harmony radiates throughout your body to that you wish to enhance the relationship with whom. Now we're just going to inhale love, peace, and harmony. We're going to bring it to our lower abdomen, condensing this message so we can carry it with us wherever we go today. Inhale love, peace, harmony. See the light of love, peace, harmony in your lower abdomen. Exhale, feel that light and that message radiate throughout your body. Again, inhale. Exhale, love, peace, harmony. And we want to give thanks to ourselves. So even if you're not working on yourself, this is a time you will work on yourself. Give thanks to your soul, heart, mind, and body for making this time for yourself, this self-care session. You can thank the one that you've called in to work with, of the one that you want to enhance the relationship with. Give thanks to that person. And again, stay in that love, peace, and harmony field as we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to just slowly check in to see how you're doing, how your body is doing, if there's any insights that you may have had. And I'd love to hear or read messages about how you're doing. And so as I'm waiting for that, I'm going to just quickly go over next steps for all of you. And again, we have the more of these sessions that you can get this love, peace, harmony field. We have it with my mother the first 3 Mondays of each month. Next Monday, I believe she might take a break or have a posting of it. And we also have our free wellness evenings. This Thursday is I believe, the last Thursday, so we may have Dr. Gina on, so please join. And if you need more support to get started on your wellness journey, we offer complimentary 15-minute sessions. And of course, if things are coming up for you, we are working, we would like you to continue to see your own healthcare providers. We do not make any guarantees, but we are here to supplement those modalities that you're already using. And you can continue on your service journey, sharing the Love, Peace, and Harmony song. We heard it on our meditation today. This QR code leads you to download that. You can also share it with others, and that would be a great service. There's also a link there if you would like to donate to the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundation. And so, again, thank you for being here. Remember, self-care is service. Increase your self-care to increase the quality of your service. And if there is anyone that would like to share anything, how they are feeling today, or just a check-in, we'd love to have your feedback on this relationship series. We have a few more, and so if people enjoy it, we can continue. If there are other topics that you would like, we would love for you to share that as well. And so I want to thank everyone for being here. I will just pause